How this one called kickstarted hostage. Here's the big breakdown. So the first scene we get in the show is of politicians arguing that Dalton is betraying the country by shrinking the military and failing to get supplies. Then we hear about migrants crossing who were just seen as disposable, which is exactly how Dalton saw those in Belize, which she decided to leave behind. I wouldn't even be surprised if some of those from Belize were the ones trying to get into the UK. It also adds weight to the idea that Toussaint was willing to give assistance had Dalton just got help evacuating when she was the first minister. Shagan wouldn't have lost his unborn child. It's also why Livingstone turned against Dalton and created the perfect storm. Not only was she leaving the UK vulnerable to an attack, but it showed that she and others were willing to do and say anything to be perceived as good as long as it won votes, which was Toussaint's main plot. It seems she started left-wing and helpful, but began manipulating her husband and the right to appeal to radicalism and destroying families. And her people were suffering. Peletes spoke about her child's clothes not fitting for 2 whole years. 2 years! And how she felt Toussaint abandoned her goals for power, and in a way, she's right. Toussaint became aimless and manipulative, happy to be intimate with her stepson. If she could betray the one she loved, why wouldn't she betray anyone else? That's a life lesson, by the way. Just like Dalton was willing to let her husband perish. But together, the both of them were willing to use the sick and helpless to further their aims, and Belize showed everyone who they were. The question is, do you think the traitors had fair points? I'm Mark Andrew, follow for more.